A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Tuesday, February 6th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. In the wake of the Orange County Information Technology contract controversy that the FBI is looking into, and now questions raised about who killed Megan McDonald of the town of Wallkill some 20 years ago, County Democratic Party Chairman Zach Constantine is calling into question the Republican county leadership. An in-depth investigation by USA Today raised the questions as to if certain county officials might have played a role, possibly stalling the investigation into the death of Megan McDonald. In light of those revelations, Constantine says it's time for new leadership.
Leaders that, on a political level, can do more than just sort of complain about problems, who can offer real solutions to some of the more day-to-day concerns that Orange County voters have, but also folks who can be trusted to behave ethically, to lead with integrity, and to really represent the needs of individuals in this county in a way that I don't think our current county administration is doing at all.
Constantine said many of Orange County's GOP leaders have become, in his words, complacent. Sullivan County officials met behind closed doors on Monday, attempting to determine why the county's Head Start program shut down abruptly. County Legislature Chairwoman Nadia Raj was among those meeting.
There are continuing discussions with various agencies to see what we could do to support the Head Start agency and to get it reactivated. So it's just been a long day, long process, but we are doing everything we can to provide this much necessary, much needed service to our residents and our children in the area.
Raj says officials are still trying to figure out why the program shut down. A Newburgh Free Academy student sustained what Superintendent of Schools Dr. Jackie Lynn Manning Campbell called a superficial slash wound to his lower leg after two individuals boarded a school bus that was taking students home at the end of the day on Monday. She didn't say where the incident occurred, but said the individuals engaged in an altercation with one student who they appeared to know. During an attempt to remove the student from the bus, the student was injured with a superficial slash wound to his lower leg, the superintendent said. The injured youth was 17 years old. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
City cops responded to a report of a large number of students fighting in the area of 10 South White Street in Poughkeepsie at about 3:05 yesterday. Many of the youths were identified as students enrolled in Poughkeepsie High School and middle schools that were just a few blocks away. About 25 kids were either engaged in a physical altercation or were nearby observing the fight. When several police units arrived on the scene, the youths continued fighting until the officers got out of their vehicles, at which point the teens dispersed. No youths were detained by police as a result of Monday's fighting. A town of Wallkill man is in the Orange County Jail on bail after he fought with a state trooper and tried to grab his gun from its holster. The incident occurred last Thursday at around 6:40 in the morning when the man, identified as 24-year-old Jari Evans, was walking on Interstate 84 in the town of Wawayanda. Evans was offered assistance, gave the trooper a fake name, and continued to walk away. When the trooper attempted to stop him, Evans resisted and fought with the officer and attempted to take the trooper's gun from its holster. The trooper eventually gained control of Evans with the aid of a retired state police investigator who drove up on the altercation and assisted with taking Evans into custody. He was charged with criminal possession of a weapon, robbery, false impersonation, resisting arrest, and obstructing governmental administration. A Port Jervis man was sentenced in Orange County Court on Monday to 6.5 years in prison, followed by 3 years of post-release supervision on his guilty pleas to criminal possession of drugs and a firearm. It was alleged that police executed a search warrant at a residence in the city of Port Jervis in October of last year, where they found 48-year-old Raheem Watley cooking crack cocaine. Police also seized a large quantity of cocaine, scales used in narcotics trafficking, thousands of dollars in cash, and an illegally possessed 9mm handgun. At his plea proceedings, Watley admitted to possessing cocaine with intent to sell it and possessing the gun. A 28-year-old Middletown man was sentenced yesterday in Orange County Court to 10 years in state prison, followed by 5 years of post-release supervision. In connection with his guilty plea to criminal possession of a weapon, Najib Jackson was also sentenced to a concurrent term of 8 years in prison for criminal sale of a controlled substance. As alleged on December 21, 2022, Jackson and his co-defendant, Wayne Lewis, were seen on surveillance video in the area of Park Circle in the city of Middletown. There, Lewis was seen handing a gun to Jackson, who shot another man, striking him in the leg. Investigation linked Lewis to the incident and his arrest. Due to prior criminal history, Lewis was previously sentenced to 12 years to life in prison. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.